the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And checking out the numbers for England. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged 22 points a game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Mavericks leading by 5. Levine kicks to Walker. The Mavericks have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And he can't get the first one. Nancy's checked in for Zion Williamson. And Dallas also making a switch. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. He hits the second from the line. 1:07 left in the first half. Outside, Jones. Nance sets a screen for Jones. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Larry Nance.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Here's Booker, pass to Embiid from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Nance. The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Levine, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Falls checked in for JaVale McGee. Ole comes in for Embiid, and it's Brown in for Devin Booker. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Bean passes to Walker. Trains the three-pointer. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first half. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive, and I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Dallas Mavericks.
Right now, they're getting anything they want in close. Now, that's hard to do. Getting to the rim that easily, facing little resistance or no resistance. And they've continued to exploit that advantage.
Yeah, why go away from what's working? They're just feasting down low so far. And let's switch gears for a second, checking out social media. We got one here from Jerst to Curse. This one's for Kenny. He asked, would you rather fight one Shaq-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Shaqs?
Wait, that's tough. A Shaq-sized duck is essentially a dinosaur. But 100 Shaqs is terrifying no matter what. So that's tough.
Listen, Duck Shack is still going to destroy you, Kenny. You know what they say, birds of a feather.
You're gonna finish that thought, big fella?
All right.
Thanks to this Jers guy for wasting everyone's time. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Marshall in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Pass to Marshall. Williamson with it. Clock at 6. Here's McCollum. There's the dish to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
You like the awareness there from Valanciunas. Saw the shot clock was low, but didn't panic and got the bucket.
Mavericks leading by 8. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Walker dishes to Brown. Bowles setting the pick for Walker. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pelicans trail by 10. The pass to Williamson. Over Bull. The Mavericks pull it in.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Levine kicks to Walker. The kick out to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Bull. Pass to Fall. And stolen by Williamson. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
At the line for New Orleans, Naji Marshall.
That's good for Marshall.
There had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. He dishes it to Hayes. And stolen by Ivy. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Ivy.
You see the explosiveness at both ends. Ivy, a terrific two-way prospect.
Passes it to Marshall. New Orleans moving it around. Jones the pass to Nance. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Smitty, the talented Larry Nance, has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
Both free throws good from Nance. .119 left to play here in the third. Ivy kicks to McGee. Walker in the post, working on Hayes. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by McGee.
And the pick and roll so effective when the ball's in Walker's hands. You can count on him to make the right read almost every time.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that
the previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 5 to shoot. Jones from outside. The rebound by Ivy.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Sharp, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Sharp.
And all the talent in the world. That's what made Sharp the 7th overall pick in a fairly deep draft.
McCollum's checked in for the Pelicans. Booker, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That one is no good. Pelicans trail by 12. Jones, no one around him. And the Pelicans miss again. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Ivy. And it's blocked. Walker against McCollum. Pass to Murphy. Fires for 3. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Up in time. That shot off the mark. And so it's Dallas enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
One possession at a time. No offensive rebounds. They help and talk to
Defensive rebounding, a big emphasis for Coach Jason Kidd, and something he'll obviously continue to harp on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you start giving it up on the offensive glass, very few good things are going to happen to your team, and that becomes really deflating.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Booker. Zach LaVine is out there with Embiid. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. First one falls for him.
Led the league in percentage from the line a few years ago. C.J. McCollum dialed in.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Embiid with a screen on McCollum. Walker finds Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Walker against McCollum. This is to Ingram. That's to Valanciunas. Back to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Love the effort by Zion there. He plays with great pride and great passion.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Walker, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Outside Murphy. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
Such an effective playmaker. You got to be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
They double-team Walker. LaVine finds Booker. Dallas moving the ball around. Stolen by McCollum. Rejected by Walker. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Marshall, he's checked in for New Orleans. He gets that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Bean passes to Walker. A shot that time, not on target. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Marshall dishes to McCollum. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep quite often, the only answer is to foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Mavericks making a switch here. Bulls checked in. Valanciunas hits them both.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Dallas calls timeout. They're in front by 4. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Right about now, coming to the floor. Put your hands together for your Hogan Breaker.
group getting ready for Dallas. Whiteside's checked in for Joel Embiid. Sharp comes in for Devin Booker. Ivy's checked in for Jamal Murray. And it's Kemba Walker in for Walker. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd is talking about with his players. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for New Orleans, C.J. McCollum.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. On the Mavericks with some changes. Bean comes in for Sharp, and Walker subbed in for Walker.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Whiteside, a screen on McCollum. Walker finds Whiteside. That shot, no good. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Ingram. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Hey, this is what you want out of your max guys. Ingram stepping up in the moment.
Passes to Levine. Back to Walker. 1:03 left to play here in the fourth. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Walker against McCollum. Walker with some nice D.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Embiid, he's checked in for Dallas.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Joel Embiid.
That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. Ingram with the steal. Yes!
You can count on him. Ingram has accepted the responsibility of being the man.
And so it's Dallas with it. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Zach Levine taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And all Levine has to do is not let the pressure get to him. Just take his time.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 15 seconds left in the game. Fifteen seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. A 3, Marshall. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Valanciunas. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Dallas, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well.